Is this Groundhog's Day? I feel like every year around this time in November, I feel like it's Groundhog's Day. I'm Bill Murray, it's Groundhog Day. But you know what? You may call it Turkey Day as well. But in the wine world, I am one of the few standing on an island by myself. I won't refer to it as Turkey Day. It's Thanksgiving Day and Thanksgiving dinner. Hi, I'm Larry Baker. I'm a certified level 2 sommelier with the Court of Master Sommeliers here in beautiful Sunrise, Florida here, or in South Florida. But this is in the home studio here in Sunrise. When you think about turkey, I'm gonna be hearing questions and getting all kinds of letters like every year. It's just over and over. That's why I said Groundhog Day. Thanksgiving every year, they're gonna say, they read all these articles from these people. I disagree with all my colleagues. Every year, I have fights with everybody, disagreement all the time. I disagree with every sommelier in this entire business, because they just think about one thing, I mean, sure, with this beautiful Chablis from Domaine again, this is a Premier Cru, Chardonnay, no oak. Would that go perfect with turkey? Absolutely. Goes great with turkey. With this, you're going to hear a lot of Pinot Noir. Everybody, Pinot Noir, turkey, gotta have Pinot Noir. With this Bodecker Cellars 2014 Athena, Bodecker and Stuart Bodecker and Athena Pappas, husband and wife. Would this go well with turkey? Absolutely. It goes great with turkey, yeah. And those people telling you about turkey. With this one that I reviewed last week from Chris Dowsett, who makes wine for Nina Booty, and or is it Beauty or Buddy? I don't know. But Chris Dowsett, great wine from the Dowsett family vineyards in Washington, Walla Walla. But the vineyards, would this Pinot Noir go from Willamette Valley, Oregon, single vineyard? With turkey, absolutely, this would go with turkey. That wine I also reviewed from Andrew Latta, this Grenache. Boy, would this go great with turkey, with that raspberry and that thyme and rosemary and the grilled herbs and that intense finish. Absolutely wonderful with turkey. Absolutely wonderful with turkey. With this Zinfandel Primitivo, where Gregory Perucci got cuttings from Ridge Winery in 1987, replanted them here in Manduria, not here, but in his vineyard on the black soil, the Terra Nera, and then made a wine to get the best of America and the best of Italy with the grape Zinfandel, where it originated. Well, Croatia first. Would this go great with turkey? Absolutely. Okay. Ready for the surprise, and you're going to hear a lot of Gewürztraminers and Grüne Veltliners and Pinot Noirs and everything. Do they go good with Thanksgiving? Do they pair well with the entire Thanksgiving dinner? No! How's that for a disagreement? No! All my colleagues who write articles, no! You're wrong. Because these wines will be great with that turkey. But when you start putting sugar and sugar on top of sugar, I think Mary Poppins is the host of Thanksgiving. It wasn't a pilgrim. Mary Poppins found the Plymouth Rock, when the Mayflower landed and celebrate the feast of Thanksgiving. I think it was discovered by Domino Sugar, because cranberries, how do you make cranberry sauce, right? Cranberry sauce. You gotta add sugar. Lots of sugar, like 2 cups of sugar. You want to put sugar with this Grenache, you want to put sugar. Maybe you want to have Moscato, right? Moscato with sugar. And maybe you want more sugar for the food, right? Then really go into a diabetic coma. Maybe you want Pinot Noir, nice cherry, earthy, mushroom, brambles. And then you go ahead and take candied yams. You know why they call them candied yams and not just yams? First of all, we call them sweet potatoes, the ones we use for that are really not sweet potatoes, they're really a yam. And a sweet potato is totally different, but we call them yams. Either way, you know why they call them candied? Because we put more sugar on them. And then we'll take some marshmallow. That family treat where you melt the marshmallow. Could you imagine drinking any one of these wines here and a beautiful Chablis, a Chardonnay, or a Gewürztraminer that's an off-dry tape of lychees and flowers and spices, and then you put your mouthful of candy yams with dripping welt with marshmallows, and then you got the sausage stuffing and the cornbread stuffing and sage, and who knows what recipe, butternut squash, more sugar, and then and pumpkin this and pumpkin that. All of this doesn't pair with these wines. I'm thinking the holidays not. Don't ask me what goes well with turkey. Ask me what will pair with the entire Thanksgiving and all the trimmings. One category. It's not easy, but it is easy when you keep it simple. Ready for this? Get a piece of paper. I'll wait. Let's see. 5. You got a pen yet? A pencil? Write this down. Repeat this 100 times. We have a couple of weeks yet till you have to make the big decision. If you haven't done it, you still got time to switch it and return it for the right correction at your local wine store or the internet or wherever you shop for wine. Okay? If the color of the wine is not pink, I'm talking not white Zinfandel, that's more sugar. I'm not talking pink Moscato, white Merlot, or any of that stuff. I'm talking as in rosé. If the color of the wine is not pink, you say, no way, Jose, I want rosé. That's it. Rosé, less skin contact of any grape. It could be from the south of France, traditional. It could be from the south of Italy and Ciro with Gagliapo. It could be from Malbec rosé. It could be 100% Pinot Noir. Now you can drink Pinot Noir, but rosé has less skin contact, so it's cleaner. It's not oaked at all. Usually it's stainless steel fermented or concrete fermented, and it's clean and it's fresh and it's floral and it has good acidity, which is good to digest and to cut through all that sugar and all that richness and the gravy and the giblets. And who the heck knows? It's a feasting day. One wine that goes with it all. Number 2, I would prefer as a palate cleanser from all that richness that the wine have bubbles. Not sweet bubbles, not Moscato, okay? And you can go Champagne, you can go Cremant from Burgundy, you can go Cava, you can go a sparkling wine from Italy. You know, I don't care what you go with, but again, the rule holds even for Champagne or any kind of sparkling wine made in method champenois or in the Charmat method with bubbles. Bubbles is the palate cleanser. If it's Lambrusco, have it be a dry, secco rosé of Lambrusco. You know, never sweet, okay? Make sure, even if it's bubbles, that the wine is a rosé bubbles, even Champagne. The rosé, the little bit of skin contact, or the vinified Pinot Noir, or that they add, that helps pair with all the trimmings more so than an abundancy of Chardonnay with no skin contact that has more white flavor. It just doesn't work. The acidity and the lemons and all that doesn't pair as much as a rosé Champagne. So there you go. There's a wine category. No matter what you read in the New York Times, Wine Spectator, any kind of local newspaper, what your local wine merchant tells you, it all doesn't pair well. Even if you're prime rib or your turkey or your goat curry, but the traditional Thanksgiving dinner is turkey. That's why people call it Turkey Day. But that's not the only thing on the plate when you look down. I'm giving you a wine that just doesn't pair with turkey. It pairs with Thanksgiving dinner. Rosé, still wine, not sweet, or rosé bubbles as in Champagne or sparkling wine for 15, 16 bucks. Make sure it's pink. And for further information, we still got 2 weeks. You can still join me. You can go back and fix this problem. Whatever you bought the wrong thing because you read it in your local community paper, or your friend Shirley told you down the block, or the sommelier down the block, they're wrong, in my opinion. And I've done, who's ever had Thanksgiving with me knows, they go, you finally found a wine that even goes well with the pumpkin pie. You know, it goes well with every single course. You can never go wrong. The most versatile category of any wine, you could ask any sommelier that, is rosé wine. And I would prefer if it had bubbles, but you don't have to. That's not mandatory, okay? We can fix this up before you make an error like everybody else is going to do from reading all this wrong information on the internet. You can join my blog and contact me through the blog by putting your email address, and you'll have my contact to text me, FaceTime me. I can fix it before you go shopping or give you any information what you want. And of course, you can remember, we're going to talk more so you don't make mistakes about holiday gifts, Secret Santas, and down the road, even for New Year's celebrations. We'll talk more about that. But for right now, 2 weeks, I want you to think that and write to me with any problems. Because remember, wine is not for snobs, right? This is a family day. It's for everyday people like you and me. And remember, say it in the mirror. For Thanksgiving dinner, not Turkey Day, if the color of the wine is not pink, whether bubbles or not, You tell that person at the wine store, call the editor of that newspaper and tell them Larry the wine guy said, no way, Jose, I'm drinking rosé all day on Thanksgiving Day. And I'll see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble, gobble.